Okay. Have you used Java 8 features?
Yes.
Okay. What is the purpose of optional object? Okay. What is the difference between normal interface and the functional interface?
Yeah. So functional interface will have one abstract method that is unimplemented, and it will have other default and static methods that can be the implementation can be given in interface, and the normal interface will have default and static methods. Yeah, and
Okay.
for functional
Okay.
interface, we can also give at the rate functional interface.
Okay. Can you talk about um, exception hierarchy? What are the types of exception hierarchy?
Yeah, okay. So there are three types of basically what is an exception? Exception is like when a code flow breaks, then there will be exception.
Mm-hmm.
So there are three types of exceptions. There is unchecked exception, checked exception, and there is error. So checked exceptions are the exceptions that come when during compile time, and unchecked exceptions are the exceptions that occur during runtime. And errors are like basically if there is any syntax error or something, so that happen errors come at that time.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. So let me give an use case in Java 8. Okay. Consider you have a employee object. Okay, with a name and age.
Okay.
Getters and setters. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have a list of employee objects of various age group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have a list. It has a lot of employee object. So each employee object has a age of different ages.
Okay.
19, 20, 100 or something like that.
Okay.
So our requirement, right? You need to get the employees of age greater than 50 using Java 8.
Okay.
So how do you achieve that?
We can use stream API for that. We can use stream the list name dot stream dot filter, and we can give in parenthesis age greater than yeah, age greater than whatever number we want. Oh, sorry, what did you say? Age greater
Okay.
than what?
50, 50.
50. Yeah, so age greater than 50.
Okay, fine. Okay. Moving on to Spring, can you talk about Spring dependency injection? What are the types of dependency injection in Spring?
Okay. So what I know about dependency injection is that it is mainly used by the Spring container to inject the dependencies that are mentioned in the class path. So yeah, we can use there is one annotation for that. I'm not able to recall. I'm so sorry. So yeah, dependency
Okay.
injection is that it's an aspect of inversion control.
Okay. What is the default scope of a bean in Singleton? In Spring, and what are the other scopes available?
So there is scopes that are available is singleton prototype. The default scope is singleton.
Okay. So what is the purpose of? So we know that in the beginning itself we explained the purpose of singleton. Can you explain the need of prototype scope? What is the scenario we need to go for a prototype scope?
Yeah, so when you use prototype, what happens is like a new new bean is created every time the function runs. Before the class, you mention at scope is equal to prototype, and what happens when you mention that is whenever this class is called, every time a new object is created.
Okay. Can you talk about Spring MVC flow in the architecture flow, starting when you hit the URL in the browser and our page gets loaded, right? Can you explain that architecture flow?
Uh, okay, so I do not know much about Spring MVC. We are working on Spring Boot right now, but what basically Spring MVC is like, there will be model, view, and controller. So the model will have all the like declare all the function all the classes that are there, like the controllers, whatever is there, that will be in the model. It'll be what do you say, mentioned, or not getting the right word, but yeah, that is it. It'll be declared or mentioned in model, and the view will be the one that will be rendering all the backend, or like whatever we the business logics. So that'll be the views will render that in the front end, and the logic will be in the
Okay.
controller.
Okay. So in the Spring we use a lot of annotation, right? Can you say what is the purpose of using qualifier annotation? Okay. What is the purpose of primary annotation at primary? What is the difference between post and put mapping?
Yeah. So put is used to insert a data, and say there is already a data and we use put, then it updates that data. Then post is used to update a data.
Okay. So in the Spring Boot we use an annotation, right, at enable auto configuration. So
Yeah.
can you explain what is the purpose of enable auto configuration annotation?
Yeah, so enable auto configuration basically like it loads the program by loading all the dependencies that are mentioned in the XML file. Yeah,
Okay.
for that sake we like mention enable auto configuration, so that the dependencies load.
Okay. Um, in Spring Boot, we use an system properties. When we start a Spring Boot application, we use a system properties as a Spring Active Profile. Can you explain what is the purpose of that one, Spring Active Profile? Okay. So, how many environments you have in your Spring Boot application?
There'll be one development, and then QA, and then prod.
Okay. So, your database will be different for each environment, right?
Yeah.
So, my question, right? How you configure environment-based database script?
So there, as you told, there'll be different DB for different environments. So in the properties file of that particular environment, you can give connection string and schema name. So that'll be pointing to that particular
Okay.
DB.
Okay. So in the Spring REST API, right, your request comes as a JSON, right? When it landed in your Java class, it get converted into a Java object, right?
Yeah.
So can you explain how this transformation is happening?
I'm not sure how it happens.
Okay.
It would be good if you let me know though.
Which one? So actually, it is for means there is a framework as a Jackson framework.
Okay.
So that take care of the serialization and deserialization.
Okay.
So the incoming that JSON request, right, it will be converted into Java object or the model or DTO, whatever you call it.
Okay.
So Jackson is the take care of serialization and deserialization.
There's something called as JAX RS. Is that the same thing?
JAX-RS is for
Different.
a REST API.
Okay.
That is different.
Okay.
JAX-RS means your REST API, right? Earlier before Spring, we use JAX-RS for REST API.
Oh, okay.
So we can use, there are a lot of ways to expose a REST API. One is a simple way is a Spring Boot. So before Spring Boot, we used Jersey REST AC.
Okay.
So everything will use JAX-RS. JAX-RS is an underlying framework. These frameworks are using the JAX-RS.
Okay.
Like how the prepare statement and all, it is a base framework. So all this JPA, JDBC template, in turn will use the prepare statement.
Okay.
Okay. Have you worked in Marketo?
JUnit.
Yes.
Yes, I have worked on JUnit.
In JUnit, how you validate void method? Example, if your method returns a string, you can assert it with a string, right?
Yes, that's right.
Consider it is has a void method. It will not return anything.
Okay.
So how you validate a void method? And do you have any exposure to cloud platform?
Sort of, yes. Like we have recently migrated one of our application to cloud platform. So
which one? Is it AWS or?
AWS.
Okay. Do you have exposure to agile methodology?
Yes.
Okay. Can you name some DevOps tool that you have aware of?
So DevOps in the sense versioning itself, right? So right now in the project that I'm working on, we are using TFS, and it uses Maven to build the project. And before I was using Git.
Okay.
Right now also there are some projects that use Git as well.
Okay. So what will happen if you did not close the file operation? Actually, you're reading a file. Okay. So you need to close the file stream, right? What will happen if you did not close the file stream?
So it will, one thing will be exposed, and the other thing is like the memory will be full. And
what do you mean by exposed? What do you mean by exposed?
So you do not close the file. So what happens then? If it is left open, then any other people can come and have a look at it.
Okay. So what will happen if you did not close the database related resources like a result set or a statement, prepare statement?
That memory will be consumed, and the DB will crash after some time.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge in the security pattern? Example, WAT to Spring security, something like that.
I have knowledge in basic OAuth.
Yeah, can you talk about how the basic OAuth works?
Yes. So you can give your password and username and password for authentication. That will be converted to base 64 encoding, and that will be given in the that will be like attached to the URL. So according to that, it takes the username and password and lets in.
Okay. How do you secure username and password in your application? Like you cannot store it as it is, right? It's a security violation. So how do you secure the username and password?
That's what, like we can do encoding for that.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any AI experience like Angular or HTML, CSS?
Yes, I do. Angular, HTML, CSS.
Oh, okay. What version Angular you worked in?
I worked on Angular JS, but it was with TypeScript. Angular JS 1.7.
Okay. So what is the purpose of media queries?
Uh, so media queries will be used when you want to attach a video or an video basically, or something that has more size. Yeah, for that sake, media query will be like it is an annotation, so it's media query.
Okay.